they didn't even know if hip hop was gonna still be around. So it was one of them things like, let's make as much money as we can.
Right,
while
it's
this
like
thing's
one of
still
those,
grab.
those that beginning thing, let's snatch and grab that shit, because they didn't know, like you said. Then with Crush Groove and the success of the jailhouse rap and the all you can eat and all in the stick 'em and all that shit, like you said, they got picked up by a major, and then the majors was like, we don't know what the fuck to do with this type of music. So basically, let's do like some more parody bullshit. Let's have them rapping to Wipeout, and let's have them rapping the Sex Machine, and let's
the
just
shit
have.
worked to a certain degree because they sold a gang of records.
Yeah, but to me, they started losing their credibility of real hip hop and shit because a motherfucker like me who loved jailhouse rap and Can You Feel It and shit like that. To turn around and now you want me to now you want me to bang Wipeout? Like, really? Like, nigga, I'm on the block in Compton. I can't bang Whiteout, motherfucker.
Eiht is a real purist. I could picture a record company coming to him now with beats from Timberland and all these different people. Hey, Eiht, we want you to rap on this and wear this shiny suit.
Well, if it's
They
good,
hit you off with that?
If it's good.
I had to go through that shit when I left Sony and I went over to Big Beat Atlantic. And they no longer wanted to fuck with our type of music. So, yeah, they started getting me to listen to beats, Timberland would make, or, all that, that era that came with the, I call it that Ja Rule era, that era around there.
Is this when you had the NOTR deal over there?
I had an NOTR deal. I had a production deal with Big Beat Atlantic through Craig Kalman, and I'd signed a deal before I'd left Epic. Right. And so after my last record, I went over there, thought I had a 9-album production deal, and we produced a record on NOTR, and it got shelved because they basically know they were going through that cop killer death row transition, trying to distance themselves from niggas like us. So it was like, okay, damn, we just signed this deal with this dude. And the crazy shit about it was before I had turned in my last record with Sony, they tried to offer me a new deal. And
Sony or Big Beat Atlantic?
Sony.
Okay.
And I had already signed a deal with Big Beat. So on my last record, I was supposed to go over there. But Sony came back to me and said, well, fuck it, let's do 3 more records. So I hadn't taken a dime from Big Beat Atlantic. I hadn't taken a dime, and I think I did a publishing deal with them. And I took some money from a publishing deal for my previous works. But I hadn't took a dime for any of the projects yet. And I went back over there, and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go back to Sony. Because they had almost $2 million on the table for me to resign. And so I went back to Big Beat and them, and I was like, well, Sony done offered me some bread. And since I haven't even walked in the door over here, let's just tear the deal up, and I'm going to stay over here. That motherfucker said, no, give me $500,000, and I'll let you go.
Wow.
Who was that, Craig Kalman?
Mm-hmm.
Craig Kalman got to be one of the most foulest niggas in music.
They said, give me $500,000 and we'll let you out the deal. And I said, I ain't even started the deal yet. Like,
I can see if you had got some money from them.
I hadn't taken a dime from them yet. So, so they wouldn't let me out the deal. So I had to renege on the Sony deal, pass up on the $2 million. So, but I'm like, fuck it. I got a 9-album production deal over there, so fuck it. Nigga, as soon as I get over there, they was like, pump your brakes. We don't know what we want to do.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's why stuff never came out.
They said, pump your brakes. We don't know what we want to do. I said, oh, I don't give a fuck. I got a signed contract. So where's my production deal money? They was like, hold up. We don't know what direction. So they go, okay. Well, because, me and Slip was producing all my shit, But they come back and they go, well, we're taking a different direction, blah, blah, blah. So basically anything I turned in from my camp, they didn't want it. So then they started going, well, we want to send you a beat from this dude. We want to send you a beat from this dude. We want to send you a beat from this dude. And it was all that transition shit. And no, we don't want you to talk about.
Let me ask you this: did they all happen to be signed to Craig Kalman's little publishing?
I don't know where they were from.
You know what Craig how that worked. You know what he started doing after a while. You know where he made a lot of money from. He had went and got Fiend. You know, Fiend was with No Limit, and he took him down and had him writing for a bunch of people and was pretty much using Fiend as A&R. So Fiend went out and found a whole lot of people. Like a whole lot of people that actually blew up in the South got signed by Fiend.
Right.
And what was crazy was Fiend was telling me that pretty much Craig Kalman had sold all his publishing and cashed out like and got millions of dollars, something like $85 million. And he had to find out about it from reading one of the journals and the trade magazines. Didn't tell him nothing, didn't give him a dime, didn't send him $1 million and say, good looking out for helping me build this or nothing. So I could believe that. He probably wanted to get in on your production and all that shit too.
I don't know what, but no, they was just, they basically was like, we don't want none of we don't want none of that old MCH CM Dub shit. Well, I had to threaten to take them to court and sue them because they didn't want to give me the budget, and they told me that I was free to go seek another deal if I wanted to.
You could have went and got the $2 million from fucking Sony.
Yeah, what?
No,
So
but yeah, but they
were in their office tearing up shit.
Well, you know, we went back and forth for a minute, and then you know, shit started getting ugly and whatever. So we settled, and they paid me something, and I went away.
Wow.
And then that's when you went and did the thing with Mac.
Yeah.
That $2 million would have been
crazy.
nice over there because ain't no telling what kind of records we would have got out that motherfucker. Sony already knew what to do with you. They already had you.
Well, Sony really didn't know shit to do with me. That was the problem all my time with wanting. That was the reason for me.
Talking to Big Beat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the fuck I met. Oh, that's how I met Craig. Because of my niggas from DFC. My nigga, my Breed's cousin.
The Funk Clan.
Breed's cousins,
Yep.
they got a deal through Craig. And they hollered at us to do some work
Some production.
on a project. Me and Slip did Caps Get Peeled. And I think Slip mixed half their album.
Yep.
Y'all did that?
Yeah. What,
shit was hard.
Caps Get Peeled?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me and Slip.
I didn't know that. That's hard. I told y'all Eiht could produce. Eiht is a cold motherfucker behind the
Funk
boards.
Clan.
So that's how we hooked up with Craig. And then from that, you know, just the success of Menace to Society and me and Slip, you know, doing We Come Strapped and all that, he offered me a production deal. So I was going to do Niggas on the Run, NOTR. I was going to do the homies Lil Hawk and Bird, and then I was going to do me.
I was always wondering who them was because you was promoting the hell out of them when he be on there. Shit, Lil Hawk and
Homies from the
Bird,
neighborhood.
Niggas on the Run. I was looking forward to that shit.
I was too.
And then, yeah, we worked on the NOTR album. We did the whole album, mixed it, everything, turned it in, and it never came out. It got shelved. And so after that, I just knew shit was finna go, you know.
It's the music business.
Where's
It's
that
the
album
music
at now? And you know what? Let me take that back. I can't say Craig Kalman is foul.
Business is, you know,
just do business.
It's
He
business,
do shrewd
man.
business.
It's shrewd business. And
I think it's fucked up, but it's shrewd business. I can't
when
say
you
foul.
when you in that position to where you're kind of like sitting at the head of the table, I mean, you know, he got a big position with Big Beat, and then, you know, because once we came over there, he was like running Atlantic or one of the big dudes over there. He wasn't even on no Big Beat shit. That was his label, but when I hooked up with Craig, he was Atlantic. Like, he was Atlantic. Nigga took us, he took everybody. He took us all to dinner and bought us Christmas gifts. Nigga, when we signed the deal. We had a fancy dinner. Nigga, he bought Christmas gifts for all the crew, everything. That nigga was like, he was cool. But like I said, shrewd business. What can you
That's
do?
why-
And the
why-
nigga gave me about what, two and a quarter on a fucking publishing deal. Like, I was like, fuck it. He was pretty cool, but like I said, when it comes to business and like I said, the transition of hip hop at the time, it was going through a rough. It was going through a
fighting
rough
lot
patch.
of shit, man. You had this shit with Ice-T. You had the cop killer shit.
Man, you know, the Reverends and Dolores Tuckers was out there.
Calvin
They was-
Butts.
Yeah, niggas is mentioning us on political campaigns and shit. And
Yeah.
I had a double sticker on my album and shit because of shit like that,
And
nigga.
your album wasn't even that bad. That's the crazy part about it.
We Come Strap had a double sticker because the labels were getting a lot of motherfucking hard hit from just activists and community motherfuckers about, like, man, these niggas is with the bitch and the whole shit, and niggas with the drive-bys and with the police shit and all that. They didn't like it. So we got a hard time as far as when West Coast rap got real popular. You know what I'm saying? East Coast was the forefront, if you want to say, but a lot of them, you know, Chuck D, look at Public Enemy, you know, the devil this and fuck that. They didn't have it hard as niggas over here as far as, y'all niggas said fuck the police.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.